Still on online gambling, let's discuss how rehab centers are handling this kind of addiction.
We are now joined by Jon Ty, Chairman of Bridges of Hope Philippines. John, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
All right, John, how different is online gambling, no? Yung addiction dito compared sa mga actually going to the casino. Is it may difference ba sila?
Well, there's a big difference in getting up, getting ready, hopping into your car, and then going to a physical casino. Nowadays, it's so convenient. You can stay in the bathroom while you're getting ready. You can be in the kitchen while preparing meals for your children, for your family, but you're still you're able to gamble. So it's more convenient.
I was wondering what are the early warning signs families should watch out for. We have different stories here featured on our news report saying na nababaon sila lahat sa utang in different instances, nagagamit yung mga kumbaga pangbayad ng expenses nila to gamble. Your thoughts on that po?
Early signs would be lying, hiding from the fact. I used to be one, that's why I know. And so I know exactly what families go through. And Bridges of Hope has been operating for almost 14 years now. And we've seen a lot of incredible impact on relationships and families.
But John, based on what you said, no, parang sinasabi natin na online gambling is a little bit trickier, no, and more difficult to curb. It's because, let's face it, it's online with direct access on your phone, which somebody needs to hold or handle every day. No, how do you wean somebody off that? Given he will get tempted every day because he's going to have to use a mobile phone.
Sorry, I didn't catch the latter part.
Yeah, how do you wean somebody off yung addiction niya sa online gambling given eventually the guy you're trying to rehab or the girl you're trying to rehab will still be handling his mobile phone and if ads do pop up, there's temptation.
Yeah. When you go through a program, these are all being educated or taught to you. These are all being introduced to you on how to basically stay out of trouble, to get you out of the exposure of going back to your old ways. So in the beginning, my experiences when my family gave me the appropriate intervention to help me get out of it. In the beginning, I had an analog phone when I came out, and then after that, of course, because I'm married, so my other half, my wife, had to handle all of our financials and budgeting. So there's a lot of ways to deal with it, and the programming will actually teach the individual on how to cope properly and how to structurally and how to actually execute the new habits and structures he has learned from the program.
But others would say para one step forward is to admit first that you have an addiction. For those who are
in denial.
In denial, what is the first step for you guys?
Well, making a decision. Remember, someone who is into it so bad is impaired. It's just like any other. The one, just like I speak for myself. When I was gambling, I did not know I was already harming myself and my family.
Right.
And so I was impaired, basically. So my family, my wife, and my parents and my siblings had to step in and make a decision to help me, to save me, and to save the relationship as a whole. So the first step is to make a decision as a whole, collectively as a family.
Right. But perhaps you could tell us what kind of treatment or therapy does Bridges of Hope offer for gambling addicts?
Well, we do a straightforward treatment, meaning we don't just do one size fits all. What we do is we make sure that we validate the intakes coming from the family. So when you first bring someone in, we have to interview all the family members involved and then basically mimic their personality so we see exactly the behavioral dynamics of the whole family. towards the individual or the bad coping skills of the individual. We also initiate a battery of psychological tests before we create a program so that it really fits and it's a custom fit for the individual we're trying to help. We cannot really create a program without knowing exactly the comprehension level, the EQ and the IQ level of the individual. Um, mahirap magturo sa taong baka mamaya nagtuturo kami. He could not really comprehend and
Right.
understand us.
So for somebody to enter your program or your rehab, the person has to be totally agreeable to join the program, because the issue is sometimes interventions are needed for somebody to wake up. Do you guys assist also families who want to hold an intervention before they take somebody in for rehab?
Yes, in fact, in the perfect world, someone has to say, "Hey, I need help." But basically, I speak again for myself and many others who has gone through the intervention. We were in denial. I was a gambler once upon a time, and I thought I was not harming anyone, and I thought I could win and fix my problem. So the cycle continues. So basically, what I'm trying to say here is that families really need to really see if they really want to save someone's life, they have to come in and intervene.
I was wondering what challenges does your facility encounter doing this, and ano ba yung feeling nung nandiyan ka sa loob ng facility? Is it parang nakakulong ka ba? Or do families get to visit the ones in therapy?
Basically, that's the stigma that we're trying to break. Ever since we started Bridges, the stigma was, oh, ang rehab ay maraming masasamang tao dyan.
Right.
And nakakulong kayo dyan. But rehab, if you see our rehab centers, that's why we're the largest in the Philippines. We have 13 operating centers currently, is because we have professionalized things. You would see it's just like a university. There's a lot of life coaching. There's a lot of education involved inside. There's even a dietitian, a yoga instructor. There are air-conditioned accommodation. The activity centers air-conditioned in all 13 centers. We even have life coaching. We even have livelihood incorporated in it. We even offer an opportunity to come for someone who can finish the program. We mentor and coach them to become addiction professionals themselves. So we give them opportunity to have better lives later. So they don't have to go back to their old ways.
And for those who are interested, John, how can they get in touch with you guys? Do you have Facebook accounts or social media accounts?
Yes, sir. We Bridges of Hope has a webpage. It's www.bridgesofhope.com.ph. And we can be reached at our hotline at 917-509-8826. And we do have free consults. And we treat the centers as refuge where families can run to. So we're available 24/7.
And do you have any message to the family members who are maybe experiencing this problem with their loved ones?
Well, my message to them is, to appeal to their hearts that, look, if you really truly love someone in the family, please do not enable the bad ways, so that we can actually bring help and save lives in the process.
Right.
All right, thank you for that, Jon Ty, Chairman of Bridges of Hope Philippines, for joining us on News and Views.
Good luck.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.